everyone, and welcome to The Emperor's New Groove, an absolutely wonderful reading that we're going to be doing tonight. And we're going to have the cast of characters introduce themselves. So Anne, go ahead and start.
I'm Anne, and I will be doing scene description.
I'm Kevin. I'll be Cuzco.
I'm Jared. I'll be Pacha.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be Crunk.
I'm Chelsea. I'll be Izma.
I'm Eric. I'll be theme song guy and the squirrel.
I'm Angie, and I'm Chicha.
I'm Paul, and I'm Tipo.
I'm Travis, and I'm Chaka.
All right, and without further ado, Anne.
The Emperor's New Groove, based on the original screenplay by David Reynolds. Oh, it actually says scene. Okay, scene. Written on screen long ago, somewhere in the deep in the jungle. The picture starts. A llama is sitting in the middle of the jungle crying.
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic, huh? Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being. And not just any human being. That guy was an emperor. A rich, powerful ball of charisma. Oh yeah, this is his story. Well, actually, my story. That's right, I'm that llama. The name's Cuzco, Emperor Cuzco. I was the world's nicest guy, and they ruined my life for no reason. Is that hard to believe? Look, I tell you what, you go ways back, before I was a llama, and this would all make sense.
The picture goes back to when Cuzco was a baby. He is playing with a stuffed doll.
Oh, all right. Now you see, that's a little too far back. Look at me. That's me as a baby.
The doll's head falls off and baby Cuzco starts to cry. Within seconds, numerous hands appear around them, each holding the same doll. Baby Cuzco immediately cheers up, giggling and clapping.
All right, let's move ahead.
Setting, the palace. More currently, we see an adult Cuzco brushing his hair with a gold comb. He turns to face the camera.
Oh yeah!
There are despots and dictators, political manipulators. There are bluebirds with the intellect of fleas. There are kings and petty tyrants who are so lacking in refinement. They'd be better suited swinging from the trees. He was born and raised to rule. No one has ever been so cool. In 1,000 years of aristocracy, an enigma and a mystery in Mesoamerican history. The quintessence of perfection that is he.
Okay, this is the real me.
The screen shows a sad llama.
Not this.
The screen shoots back to Cuzco as a human.
This.
Back to llama.
Not this.
Back to Cuzco.
Winner!
Back to llama.
Loser.
Okay. Back to the palace where Cuzco is being waited on hand and foot.
Okay, see this palace? Everyone in it is at my command. Check this out. Butler, chef, theme song guy.
Ah, yeah! He's the sovereign lord of the nation. He's the hippest cat in creation. He's the alpha, the omega, A to Z. And his perfection world will spin around his every little whim. Cause his perfect world begins and ends with
me!
What's his name? Cuzco! That's his name, Cuzco! He's the king of the world! Cuzco! Is he hit for what? Cuzco! Yeah!
Cuzco's grooving to his theme song and he bumps into an old guy standing nearby.
Ah! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
The guard throws the old man out of the palace window.
Sorry.
You were saying?
What's his name? Cuzco! Cuzco, what? That's his name? Is he hip or what? Don't you know he's the king of the world? Cuzco! Oh, yeah! Cuzco! Ow! Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, he's done. All right. The song ends. Sorry, Eric, I almost cut you off. The song ends and Cusco kicks open a door in his palace. Inside this new room are a bunch of women lined up. The nervous-looking man... Oh, and a nervous-looking man with a clipboard. All the women look exactly the same.
Boom, baby!
Ho ho ho! Ah, your highness. It is time for you to choose your bride.
All righty. Shout out the ladies. Let's take a look-see. Hate your hair. Not likely. Yikes. 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 And let me guess. You have a great personality. Is this really the best you could do?
Oh yes. Oh no. I mean, perhaps.
He keeps talking unintelligibly while Cusco's thoughts drift away from boredom.
Oops. What is he babbling about? He's like the thing that wouldn't shut up. Anyway, still wondering about that llama in the opening? Well, let me show you the people responsible for ruining my life. First, there's Pacha.
Outside the palace, Pacha, a peasant, walks up to a guard looking for directions.
Oh, my bad.
Excuse me. I'm here to see Emperor Cuzco. You see, I got this summons.
Inside, up the stairs, and to the left. Just follow the signs.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot.
And don't be fooled by the folksy peasant look.
A shoe falls on Pacha's head and he looks around, surprised.
Pardon me, that's mine.
Pacha looks up and sees the old guy hanging from a castle banner, where he landed after he was thrown out the window. Pacha absentmindedly hands the shoe back to the old guy.
Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pacha turns to walk away, but suddenly realizes what he's just seen and quickly turns back to help the old man down.
Oh, hey, are you all right? Here, let me.
Oh, thank you. You're so very kind.
What happened?
Well, I threw off the Emperor's groove.
What?
His groove, the rhythm in which he lives his life, his pattern of behavior. I threw it off and the Emperor had me thrown out the window.
Oh, really? I was supposed to see him today.
Don't throw off his groove.
Oh, okay.
Beware the groove.
Hey, are you going to be all right?
You see what I mean? This guy's trouble. But as bad as he is nothing compared to what's coming up next.
Enter your throne room. Sitting in a large throne on top of a ridiculously tall platform is a very old woman, dressed to the nines and looking like she runs the joint. Standing next to her is a much younger, handsomer man, well built, but with a goofy grin on his face.
And why have you come here today?
Well, Your Highness, I mean, Your Grace.
Okay, gang, check out this piece of work. This is Izma, the Emperor's advisor, living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the earth. Let's not forget Izma's right-hand man. Every decade or so, she gets a new one. This year's model is called Kronk.
A fly starts buzzing around Izma and waves it at her hand.
Oh yeah, I got it there, Izma.
A fly lands on Kronk's forehead and he smacks himself in an attempt to
Yep.
get the fly.
That's Kronk. Now lately, Izma's gotten this bad habit of trying to run the country behind my back. And I'm thinking, that's gotta stop.
It is no concern of mine whether your family has, what was it again? What was it again?
We didn't hear you.
Food.
Ha! You really should have thought of that before you became peasants. We're through here. Take him away. Next!
Oh, he already gone. He stops protesting as the guards grab him by the arms and drag him away. Izma groans and rubs her eyes tiredly.
The nerve of those peasants, huh?
Tell me about it. Ah!
Hi there.
Ooh, your highness.
Izma jumps from the throne and dusts it off.
You were doing it again.
Doing what?
Doing my job. I'm the emperor, and you're the emperor's advisor. Remember that?
Oh, but your highness, I was only dealing with meaningless peasant matters.
Whoa, look at these wrinkles. What is holding this woman together?
That's offensive. The camera pans over Izma's face until Cuzco spots a bit of spinach in her teeth.
What the? How long has that been there?
Good thinking, Izma. What do you say, Cuzco?
Kronk slaps Cuzco on the back and he immediately jumps back.
Whoa! No touching, no touching, no touch.
Excuse me, Your Highness, the village leader is here to see you.
Oh, great. Send him in. Oh, and by the way, you're fired.
Fired? What do you mean fired?
How else can I say it? You're being let go. Your department's being downsized. You're part of an outplacement. We're going in a different direction. We're not picking up your option. Take your pick. I've got more.
But
Izma collapses back onto the throne in her shock.
But your highness, I have been nothing if not loyal to the empire for many, many years.
Hey, everybody hits their stride. You just hit yours 50 years ago. So who's in my chair?
Oh, I know. Izma. Izma's in your chair, right?
Very good, Kronk. Here, get a snack.
Cuzco throws a snack over the edge of the large platform and Kronk jumps for it.
I got it.
Okay, you heard the man. Up, up, up.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Izma mutters under her breath as she exits the throne room. Cuzco settles into his throne before calling back to the guard.
Okay, show him in.
Afternoon, Your Highness. I'm here because I received the summons.
Hey, there he is, my main village man.
Pacha. Anyway, I got this summons.
Pacha, that's right. You are just the man I wanted to see.
I am?
Word on the street is you can fix my problem. You can fix my problem, can't you?
Sure, I'll do what I can.
Good, good. That's just what I wanted to hear. Are you aware of just how important your village is to the empire?
Well, I know we grow the crops that you use here at the palace. We also heard the llamas that you...
Cuzco lifts a sheet to reveal a small model of Pacha's village.
My village?
Oh, yeah. You've got a pretty sweet little setup up there on the top of that hill, don't you?
Yep. My family's lived on that hilltop for the last 6 generations.
Uh-huh. So tell me, where do you find you get the most sun?
Oh, I'd say just on the other side of those trees. When the sun hits that ridge, it's just like these hills sing.
Well, that settles it.
Really?
Yep, problem solved. Thanks for coming.
That's it? That's all you wanted me for?
I just needed an insider's opinion before I okayed the spot for my pool.
Your pool?
Cuzco slams down a model of a giant water park on top of where Pacha's house was.
Booyah! Welcome to Cuzcotopia, my ultimate summer getaway, complete with water slide.
What?
Isn't it great? It's my birthday to me. I'm so happy.
I don't understand how this could happen.
Well, let me clear it up for you. At my birthday celebration tomorrow, I give the word, and your town will be destroyed to make way for this. So if I were you, I'd pick up some change of address forms on the way out.
But where will we live?
Don't know, don't care. How's that?
Oh, wait, you can't.
Cuzco steps up to him, more serious now, reminding Pacha just who he is. Guards enter to escort Pacha out.
When I give the word, your little town thingy will be bye-bye. Bye-bye, boo-hoo. Oh yeah. Everything was going my way, or so I thought.
Interior, Izma's chamber. Izma is smashing a stone images of Cuzco with a large mallet as Kronk sets them up on the platform.
He can't get rid of me that easily. Who does that ungrateful little worm think he is? Does he? A little to the left. Does he have any idea who he's dealing with? How could he do this to me? Why, I practically raised him.
Yeah, you think he would have turned out better.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, it's better you're taking out your anger on these things instead of the real Cuzco.
That's it, Kronk. That's it. I'll get rid of Cuzco.
The real Cuzco?
Of course, the real Cuzco. Don't you see? It's perfect. With him out of the way and no heir to the throne, I'll take over and rule the empire. It's brilliant.
So, how does that work with you being fired and all?
The only ones who know about that are the three of us, soon to be the two of us.
And I'm one of those two, right?
To the secret lab! Pull the lever, Kronk!
The floor opens under Izma and she falls a long, long way until we hear a splash and a cat.
Wrong lever!
A few seconds later, Izma comes back through a nearby door with a crocodile attached to her leg. Or cat.
Why do we even have that lever? Get out of my way!
She slaps the cat out of their way and runs with a squeal. Then she goes over to Kronk and pulls out the other lever. The correct one this time. They are thrown into a roller coaster-like seat. Kronk looks very excited. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. The ride starts as they go swirling downhill.
Whee! Faster! Faster, Izma! Here, put your hands up in the air! Woohoo!
Interior secret lab. Izma and Kronk land in a secret lab where they are now dressed in Dr. Smocks. Dr. Smocks. They slap hands and then run over to a table filled with beakers and vials of potions.
Ah, how shall I do it? Ooh, I know. I'll turn him into a flea. That harmless little flea. And then I'll put that flea in a box. And I'll put that box inside another box. And then I'll mail that box to myself. And when it arrives, ha ha ha, I'll smash it with a hammer. It's brilliant, 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 I tell you. Genius, I say.
She throws her arms out triumphantly and knocks over a vial, spilling its contents onto a nearby plant. The plant immediately turns black and disintegrates.
Or, to save on postage, I'll just poison him with this. Take it, Kronk. Feel the power.
Oh, I can feel it.
A moment of triumph approaches. It's dinner time!
Interior Izma's private chambers. She and Kronk are prepping the dinner.
So, is everything ready for tonight?
Oh yeah, I thought we'd start off with a soup and a light salad and see how we feel after that.
Not the dinner. Do you know?
Oh, right. The poison for Cuzco, the poison chosen specially to kill Cuzco. Cuzco's poison. That poison?
Yes, that poison.
Got you covered.
Excellent. A few drops in his drink, then I'll propose a toast and he'll be dead before dessert.
Which is a real shame because it's going to be delicious.
Boom, bam, baby! Let's get to the grub. I am one hungry king of the world. So, no hard feelings about being let go?
None whatsoever. Kronk, get the Emperor his drink.
Drink. Right.
Kronk goes over to a table and pours the drinks before mixing the poison into Cuzco's glass.
Your Highness?
Is something burning?
My spinach puffs!
Kronk sets the drink tray down and runs to the kitchen, leaving Cuzco and Izma to make awkward conversation.
So he seems nice.
He is.
He's what, in his late 20s?
I'm not sure.
Kronk returns from the kitchen holding a tray of freshly baked spinach puffs.
Saved him.
Oh, that's great.
Great, very good job.
Kronk.
Watch it. They're still hot.
Kronk, the Emperor needs his drink.
Ride.
Kronk goes over to the table with the drinks, but he can't remember which one he put the poison into, so he pours all 3 of the drinks into a nearby flower in the vase and shakes it. He then pours a little bit into each glass.
Hey, Cronky, everything okay back there?
Oh, drinks are a bit on the warm side. Hey, did you see the sky today? Talk about blue.
Yes, Kronk, riveting. A toast to the Emperor. Long live Cuzco.
Don't let the wine poison.
As Cuzco drinks, Izma pours hers into a plant when he's not looking. Kronk looks like he's drinking his, but is actually pouring it behind his face.
Tasty.
Cuzco falls face first into his food.
Ah, finally. Good work, Kronk.
Oh, they're so easy to make. I'll get you the recipe.
Now to get rid of the body.
Suddenly, Cuzco sits back up in his chair.
What were we saying?
We were just making a toast to your long and healthy rule.
As he speaks, Cuzco begins to turn into a llama.
Right. So, what are you going to do? I mean, you've been around here a long time, and I really mean a long time. I thought it might be difficult for someone of your age adjusting to life in the private sector. Hey, Kronk, can you top me off, pal? Be a friend. Now, about finding new work.
Izma looks at Kronk and motions with the broccoli, using one piece to hit the other.
That's going to be tough.
More broccoli?
Izma continues to hit one piece of broccoli with the other. When Kronk still doesn't get it, she throws away the vegetable and punches the inside of her hand with her fist.
On the head.
Because you're, let's face it, you're no spring chicken, and I mean that in the best possible way.
Kronk hits him on the head with the tray and he falls unconscious.
What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, weird.
Let me see that vial.
She takes a vial from him in the... At first, the label looks like a skull, but when she flips it up, we can now see the label has a llama on it.
This isn't poison. This is extract of llama.
In my defense, your potions all look alike. You might think of relabeling some of them.
Take him out of town and finish the job now.
What about dinner?
Kronk, this is kind of important.
How about dessert?
Well, I suppose there is time for dessert.
And coffee?
All right, a quick cup of coffee. Then take him out of town and finish the job.
You're killing me. Exterior palace hallway. Cuzco is speaking off screen, and as he talks, we see Kronk sneaking through the city with a brown bag slung over his shoulder. He's humming tunelessly to himself. I'm Travising, I'm sorry.
Guess where I am right now? In the bag. Still think I'm not the victim here? Watch, it gets better. He's doing his own theme music? Big, dumb, and tone deaf. I am so glad I was unconscious for all of this.
Kronk tosses Cuzco over a bridge and into a stream that's heading out of the palace.
Mission accomplished.
Kronk starts to walk away but comes back, obviously unsure what he's done.
You're not just gonna let him die like that, are you?
A tiny version of Kronk appears on his shoulder, dressed like an angel and carrying a harp.
My shoulder angel.
Suddenly, another tiny version of Kronk appears on his other shoulder, this one dressed like the devil.
Don't listen to that guy. He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness. I'm gonna lead you down the path that rocks. Oh, come off of it. You come off of it. You! You, Infinity! Listen up, big guy. I've got 3 good reasons why you should just walk away. Number 1, look at that guy. He's got a sissy, stringy music thing. Look, we've been through this. It's a harp, and you know it. Right. It's a harp. And that's a dress. Robe! Reason number 2. Look what I can do.
The shoulder devil does a one-handed handstand and then does push-ups using only that one arm.
What does that have to do with anything? No. He's got a point. Listen, you guys, you're sort of confusing me. So be gone, or however I get rid of you guys. Yeah, that'll work.
They disappear. Kronk runs and catches the bag before it goes over the edge. We pull back to see how high up the stream is from the ground. The shot pulls back until we are miles from the castle. There is a bug crawling along a tree branch. A chimp comes up and eats the bug.
What's with the chimp and the bug? Can we get back to me?
Zoom back up to Kronk, who is now going through the palace again, looking for a way to get rid of Cuzco.
Oh boy. Think what to do. What do I do with the body?
Nearby, Pacha is packing up his cart to head home.
What am I going to tell the village?
Come on, Kronk. What do I do? What do I,
Oop, he's running down some stairs and steps on a cat's tail, causing both to cry out and tumble down the rest of the stairs. The bag holding Cuzco goes flying and ends up on Pacha's cart.
Stop. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Coming through. Hey, you with the cart.
As Kronk looks around at all the peasants in the square, he realizes that not only are they dressed similarly, Jesus Christ, similarly, God damn it, Travis, most of them have carts as well.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Hope this doesn't come back to haunt me.
Exterior, Pacha's village. Pacha slowly comes up to the hill towards his house. His son, Tipo, his daughter, Chaka, and his pregnant wife, Chicha, are all awake and waiting for him.
Mom, I think I'm still growing. Measure me again.
Huh. All right, Tipo, stand still and let's see.
Mom, you and I both know that it's impossible for him to have grown in the last 5 minutes, isn't it?
Chicha measures the top of Tipo's tall hair rather than the top of his actual head.
Look at how much you've grown.
What? Timbo, get out of the way. It's my turn again. Measure me.
Dad's home.
Hey, come here.
Dad, I ate a bug today.
Oh, was Mom baking again? Don't tell her I said that.
I heard that. Okay, everybody move aside. Lady with the baby coming through.
Dad, look at how big I am.
We were measured today.
Oh.
I'm going through a growth spurt. I'm as big as you when you were me.
Mm-hmm. Sure are.
That's not as impressive as my loose tooth. The loose.
Hey, okay, you two. Our deal was that you could stay awake until Daddy came home. Now, say goodnight.
Do we have to?
No, you two can stay up. We're just going to be sitting here telling each other how much we love each other. Right, honey?
Ew.
Belch.
Good night.
So, what did the Emperor want?
Well, you know what? He couldn't see me.
Couldn't see you. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, he is the emperor. I'm sure he's busy.
Oh, no. Emperor or no emperor. It's called common courtesy.
Honey,
If that were me, I'd march right back there and demand to see him. You know I would.
sweetie, think of the baby.
Pacha, I'm fine. This baby's not coming for a while, but even if it was, I'd give that guy a piece of my mind. That kind of behavior I'm gonna go watch something.
Joe looks forlornly around the house, taking it all in, knowing he won't get to enjoy it for much longer if the Emperor has his way.
Pacha, you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm just a little tired from the trip. I'm gonna go put Misty away.
Pacha goes and sits down outside and hangs his head. Suddenly, the film stops on that frame, and Llama Cuzco comes into view holding a magic marker.
Hi, excuse me, 2 seconds here. I'm the one in the cart, remember? This story's about me, not him.
Cuzco circles the bag on the cart containing himself.
Okay, you got it? All right, we're gonna move ahead. Sorry to slow you down.
He steps out of the frame, but comes in a few seconds later and marks through Pacha a whole lot more. The movie continues and Pacha begins unloading the cart. He comes across the bag with Cuzco in it and opens it.
Huh? What? Where'd you come from, little guy?
No touchy.
Ah! Demon llama!
Demon llama? Where?
He looks over at Misty, the normal llama, and they both scream. Cuzco tries to run away from Misty, but ends up falling onto 4 legs, then tumbling end over end before crashing into a brick wall.
Ah, my head.
Okay, demon llama, just take it easy. I mean you no harm.
What are you talking about? Oh, wait. I know you. You're that whiny peasant.
Emperor Cuzco?
Yeah. Who do you think you were talking to?
How did you don't look like the emperor.
What do you mean I don't look like the emperor?
Do this.
What is this? Some kind of little game you country folk like to?
Cuzco tries to wiggle his fingers, and that's when he sees he has hooves. He runs to the water trough and takes a look at his reflection in disbelief.
Ah, it can't be! My face! Oh, my beautiful, beautiful face!
Okay.
I'm an ugly, stinky llama!
Oh, wait, okay, Your Majesty.
Llama face!
Shh. What happened?
I'm trying to figure that out, okay? I can't remember. I can't remember anything. Wait a minute. I remember you. I remember telling you that I was building my pool where your house was, and then you got all mad at me. Oh, and then you turned me into a llama.
What? No, I did not.
Yes, and then you kidnapped me.
Why would I kidnap a llama?
I have no idea. You're the criminal mastermind, not me.
What?
You're right. It's giving you way too much credit. Okay, I have to get back to the palace. Izma got that secret lab. I'll just snap my finger and order her to change me back. Hey, you. No time to waste. Let's go.
Cuzco starts to walk away, trying to do it on 2 legs instead of 4, but Pacha doesn't follow him.
Hey, Tiny, I want to get out of this body, wouldn't you? Now let's go.
Build your summer place somewhere else.
You want to run that by me again?
I can't let you go back unless you change your mind and build your summer house somewhere else.
I got a little secret for you. Come here. Oh, come here. I don't make deals with peasants.
Then I guess I can't take you back.
Fine. I don't need you. I can find my own way back.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little dangerous if you don't know the way.
Nice try, pal.
No, really, I'm telling you, there are jaguars and snakes and quicksand.
I'm not listening.
I'm not kidding. Listen, you cannot go in there.
La, 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 still not listening.
Cuzco disappears into the woods.
Oh, fine, go ahead. There's no Cuzco. There's no Cuzco-topia. Takes care of that problem.
Exterior woods.
Scary jungle. Right. Oh, a leaf. Oh, it might attack me. Oh, it's a scary tree. I'm afraid. Please, never find my way. I'm the emperor, and as such, I'm born with an innate sense of direction. Okay, where am I?
Cusco looks over at a fly just in time to see it get trapped in a spider web. A spider comes over and then chomps down on the fly.
Too late.
Okay, that was the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
The bushes next to him rustle, and a squirrel hops out. Cusco screams and then looks at the squirrel angrily.
What do you want?
Squirrel holds out an acorn and smile.
Oh, for me? Why, I don't know what to say.
Cusco throws the acorn and hits the squirrel in the head.
Hit the road, Bucky.
Cusco turns to leave and stumbles down into a jaguar nest. He starts to shout, but then looks around and quickly covers his mouth. The squirrel is back. He pulls out a balloon and blows it up. Then he fashions the balloon into the shape of a llama and then holds up a very sharp needle.
No, 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 no. No, 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 don't, no, 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 no.
Squirrel pops the balloon with a big bang and the jaguars sleep through it.
Ha!
That wakes them up. The jaguars chase Cusco through the jungle. Finally, he's cornered on the edge of a cliff.
Nice killer jaguars.
Suddenly, we hear a Tarzan-like yell from off-screen, and Pacha appears, swinging down on a vine and apparently aiming for the jaguars. The jaguars move out of the way, however, and he swings right by. The jaguars begin to move again on Cusco, but just then, Pacha swings back around and grabs Cusco. They fly off on the vine.
Don't worry, Your Highness, I got you. You're safe now.
They suddenly slam into a log outcropping on a cliff, and the vine wraps tightly around them, pinning them to the tree stump.
Maybe I'm just new to this whole rescuing thing, but this, to me, might be considered kind of a step backwards, wouldn't you say?
No. It's okay. This is all right. We can figure this out.
The log begins to break free from the cliff due to the new weight attached to it.
I hate you.
They both scream as the log falls down the side of the cliff and lands in a rushing stream below.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting all funned out.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep,
Sharp rocks at the bottom.
most likely.
Bring it on.
Shot of a huge waterfall as they go over it.
Booyah!
No woo. Okay. Exterior of the riverbank, they survive the fall and Pacha drags them both out of the river.
Your Highness! Your Highness! Can you hear me? Oh boy. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. Oh, why me?
Pacha moves Cusco into the position for mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Cusco's tongue flops out. Sexy. Pacha is disgusted but still leans over to give the emperor mouth-to-mouth. Just as he does, Cusco wakes up. They look at each other for a moment and then both pull away screaming. Later, Cusco is rinsing out his mouth with the river water while Pacha tries to make a fire.
For the last time, it was not a kiss.
Well, whatever you call it, it was disgusting. And if you would have done that, if you would have done what I ordered you to do in the first place, we could have all been spared your little kiss of life. But now that you're here, you will take me back to the palace. I'll have Izma change me back, and then I'll start construction on Cuscotopia. Oh yeah.
Okay, now look. I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
Mm-hmm.
I just think if you really thought about it, you'd decide to build your home on a different hilltop.
And why would I do that?
Because deep down, I think you'll realize that you're forcing an entire village out of their homes just for you.
And that's bad?
Well, yeah. Nobody's that heartless.
Now take me back.
What? Wait. how can you be this way? All you care about is building your summer home and filling it with stuff for you.
Yeah, boy, me. Everyone else in the kingdom gets it. You're the only one that doesn't seem to be with the program. Pacha.
You know what? Someday you're going to wind up all alone and you'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Thanks for that. I'll log that away. Now, for the final time, I order you to take me back to the palace.
Well, looks to me like you're stuck out here because unless you change your mind, I'm not taking you back.
Because unless you change your mind, I'm not taking you back. Me, moo, moo, moo.
Cusco throws a rock that hits Pacha in the head. Pacha swings around to look at him.
Huh? What? I don't think I did it. Somebody's throwing stuff. You're going to build a fire or what? What's going on?
He's never going to change his mind.
How am I ever going to get out of here?
Interior of the palace. Izma is dressed in black funeral garb, is giving a speech to the masses who are all holding candles.
And so it is with great sadness that we mourn the sudden departure of our beloved prince, taken from us so tragically on the very eve of his 18th birthday.
Oh, poor little guy.
His legacy will live on in our hearts
He never had a chance.
for all eternity. Well, ain't getting any deader. Back to work.
Everyone throws off their funeral garb and candles begin painting Izma's face all over the Cusco faces around the palace. Izma lounges on her new throne while Kronk stands nearby, fanning her with a large plume of feathers.
Kronk, darling, I must admit you had me worried when you mixed up those potions, but now that Cusco's dead, all is forgiven.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's dead, all right. I mean, you can't get much deader than he is right now. Unless, of course, we killed him again.
I suppose.
Oh, hey, look, the royal dresser's here.
Kronk,
I should tell you right now, I'm kind of hard to fit.
Kronk.
I wear a 66 long and a 31 waist.
Izma kicks the royal dresser off the throne platform so that she and Kronk are alone again.
Cusco is dead, right? Tell me Cusco's dead. I need to hear these words.
Do you need to hear all those words exactly?
He's still alive?
Well, he's not as dead as we would have hoped.
Kronk?
I just thought I'd give you a heads up in case Cusco ever came back.
He can come back?
Yeah, that would be kind of awkward, especially after that lovely eulogy.
You think? You and I are going out to find him. If he talks, we're through. Now let's move.
Interior Pacha's house. Tipo jerks awake in bed.
Dad, look out.
Tipo, what is it?
I had a dream that Dad was tied to a log and was careening out of control down a raging river of death.
All right. It's okay.
It was awful.
Shh, it's okay, Tipo. Calm down. It was just a dream. Your dad's fine. He just went back to see the Emperor.
Oh, like you told him to, because you're always right.
That's right.
Well, in my dream, Dad had to kiss a llama.
Yeah, like that would ever happen.
It could.
Nuh-uh.
It could.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Good night, you two.
Night, Mom.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
All right, exterior woods. Pacha is sitting in front of the fire pit he built, but Cusco is off to the side, refusing to give in and show weakness to Pacha, even though he is obviously cold. Pacha walks over and lays his poncho on top of the Emperor. The next morning, Pacha is washing his face in the stream when Cusco comes up and sits behind him. He hands him back his poncho.
Hey, thanks.
Yo, no problem.
Feels like wool.
Yeah,
Alpaca?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought so. It's nice.
My wife made it.
Oh, she knits?
Crochets.
Crochets. Nice.
Thanks.
So I was thinking that when I got back to the city, we'd I mean, there's a lot of hilltops, and maybe I might, I might.
Are you saying you've changed your mind?
Oh, well,
Because you know that means you're doing something nice for someone else.
No, I know that. I know.
And you're all right with that?
Yes. What?
Pacha holds Hey, Travis. Pacha looks hard at him and then holds out his hand. After a moment, Cusco holds out his hoof.
Don't shake unless you mean it.
They shake hand hoof. You can get sick doing that.
All right. All right, let's get back to the palace. Oh, and by the way, thanks.
No, thank you.
Exterior forest later, they have come to a very rickety looking bridge that crosses a cavern filled with crocodiles at the bottom.
Okay, once we cross the bridge, it's only an hour to the palace.
Good, because believe it or not, I think I need a bath.
Oh, I believe it.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, this sneaking. Suddenly Pacha falls through the rotting board and gets caught in the vines under the bridge. He cries out for help.
Cusco! Cusco!
Yeah?
Quick, help me up.
No, I don't think I will.
You're gonna leave me here?
Well, I was going to have you in prison for life, but I kind of like this better.
I thought you were a changed man.
Oh, come on. I had to say something to get you to take me back to the city.
So it was all a lie?
Well, yeah. No, wait. yeah, it was all a lie. Toodles.
We shook hands on it.
You know, the funny thing about shaking hands is you need hands. Okay, bye-bye.
Suddenly Cusco falls through the rotting boards and also gets caught in the vines.
Ooh. Are you okay? Are you all right?
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
Good.
Pacha, Cusco in the face.
That's for going back on your promise.
Cusco swings into Pacha, kicking him in with his back hooves.
Yeah? Well, that's for kidnapping me and taking me to your village, which I'm still gonna destroy, by the way.
He laughs, but then sees that Pacha is swinging back his way, fist extended.
No touchy!
Why did I risk my life for a selfish brat like you? I always thought that there was some good in everyone. Ooh, you proved me wrong.
Oh, boo-hoo. Now I feel really bad, bad llama.
I could have let you die out there in that jungle, and then all my problems would be over.
Well, that makes you ugly and stupid.
Let's end this.
Ladies first.
Ah!
They fly at each other and begin fighting. Suddenly, the vines break and they fall down into a crevice. They look down and see that if they fall any further, they will land in the river and be eaten by crocodiles.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna die? We're gonna die? This is it for me.
No, we're not. Calm down. I have an idea. Give me your arm. Okay, now the other one. And when I say go, push against my back and we'll walk up the hill. Ready? Go.
You going? All right, Pacha pushes back and Cusco is slammed up against the crevice wall.
Ow! You did that on purpose. Ah.
No, I didn't. Now, we're gonna have to work together to get out of this. So follow my lead. Ready? Right foot.
Who's right? Your right or mine?
I don't care. Mine.
Well, why yours?
Oh, you're right. Ready?
Okay, got it.
Okay, right, left, right.
I just like watching you guys bounce. The crevice begins widening and they can't go up anymore.
I forgot my line. Now what, genius?
Working on it.
Pacha looks up and sees a vine hanging from a low tree that's just out of his reach.
Okay, here's the deal. Stretch out your neck and I'll grab the rope.
How do I know you won't let me fall after you grab the rope?
You're just gonna have to trust me.
Cuzco does as he's told, and Pacha reaches for the vine.
You know, it's a good thing you're not a big, fat guy, or this would be really difficult.
Almost got it. It's stuck.
Take your time. No hurry here.
As Pacha struggles to free the vine, a bunch of scorpions are thrown from the branch and land on Cuzco.
Scorpions!
Cuzco scrambles to get away from the scorpions and gets his face stuck in a crack in the wall. The scorpions make their way up to Pacha, who slams his back against the wall to try to kill them. The banging wakes up the bats that live in the said crack in the wall. Since Cuzco's mouth is blocking the entrance, they all fly into his mouth until he's pushed back from the opening and they fly out, carrying both Pacha and Cuzco with them up, and over the edge of the cliff, where they both land safely back on solid ground. They both look at each other and start to laugh, relieved. Suddenly, the rocks they're standing on start to crumble, and Pacha begins to fall back down into the crevice that they just escaped from.
Whoa, look out!
Cuzco pulls Pacha back from midair and throws him back onto solid ground.
Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, look at me and my bad self. I snatched you right out of the air. I'm a crumbly canyon wall, and I'm taking you with me. Well, not today, pal.
You just saved my life.
Huh? So?
I knew it.
Knew what?
There is some good in you after all.
No.
Admit it.
Wrong.
Yes, there is. I think there is. Hey, you could have let me fall.
Come on, what's the big deal? Nobody's that heartless. Don't read too much into it. It was a one-time thing.
Right. Sure. Well, we'd better get going. With that bridge out, it's a 4-day walk to the palace.
What? You mean you're still taking me back?
I shook on it, didn't I?
Well, yeah, but I hope you realize that doesn't change a thing. I'm still building Cuscotopia when I get back.
Well, 4 days is a long time. Who knows? Maybe you'll change your mind.
4 days. What are the chances of you carrying me?
Not good.
Exterior elsewhere in the woods, Izma is in a traveling tent, marking off villages on a map with a red pencil.
No. We've searched every village surrounding the palace and still no sign of Cuzco. Where is he? Kronk!
Kronk here.
I'm getting tired. Pull over.
Sure thing. Kronk out.
We pull back as he comes to a stop, and Izma steps out from a tent he's carrying on his back. She proceeds to walk hard with her heels on his back and his hand. When she is off Kronk, Izma looks down and realizes she's standing in mud.
Perfect. These were my best shoes. I hate this jungle.
Izma throws her scarf around her, not realizing the ends are now dipped in mud, and ends up with mud splattered all over her face. Immediately, a swarm of flies attaches itself to her face, and she runs away from them, screaming.
Ah!
Oh, look. A golden-throated small-winged warbler. Just one more for exotic bird bingo. I am loving this.
The squirrel runs over to Kronk and proceeds to chatter to him.
Yeah, tell me about it. No, it's not you. She's not the easiest person to get close to. There's a wall there. Trust me.
Are you talking to that squirrel?
I was a junior chipmunk. I had to be versed with all woodland creatures. Please, continue. You don't say.
Ugh, why me? Why me?
Hey, doesn't always have to be about you. This poor little guy has had it rough. Seems a talking llama gave him a hard time the other day.
A talking llama? Do tell.
Squirrel turns his back on Izma.
He doesn't really want to talk to you.
Well, then you ask him.
I hate being in the middle. Squeaky, squeaker, squeaking. Jaguar. Huh? No kidding. Brutal. Give us a little room here.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Little bit more, please.
Izma moves to the other side of the swamp.
How's this?
Yeah, that's good.
Now ask him where the talking llama went.
Squeakity squeak. Squeaking.
Squirrel points at Izma and Kronk are off again. Exterior, another part of the woods. Pacha is carrying Cuzco.
Low blood sugar, huh?
Yeah, it's a curse.
Well, as soon as we get something to eat, you're walking the rest of the way.
Exterior Mudka's meat hut. There is a sign over the door that states, "No llamas." They look at each other and think of a plan. Interior Mudka's meat hut. Cusco is dressed in a disguise that makes him look like a very ugly woman.
Welcome to Mudka's Mead Hut, home of the mug of mead. What'll it be?
We'll have 2 specials. Is that right, dear?
Oh, whatever you say, pumpkin. You know what I like.
We're on our honeymoon.
Bless you for coming out in public. So that's 2 specials.
And an onion log split.
Ordering, I need 2 heartburns and a deep fried doorstop on table 12.
Okay, so I'll admit this was a good idea.
When will you learn that all my ideas are good ones?
That's funny because I thought you going into the jungle by yourself, being chased by jaguars, lying to me to take you back to the palace were all really bad ideas.
Anything sounds bad when you say it with that attitude.
Hot and crispy pill bug for the happy couple. Mazel tov.
Oh boy.
Pacha cracks open his giant pill bug and begins to, oh god, so gross, slurp out the insides with a wooden straw. Cusco looks on in disgust.
Oh, here, let me get that for you.
Pacha reaches across and cracks open Cusco's pill bug. Cusco can barely contain his vomit. He gets up from the table and heads towards the kitchen.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to slip into the kitchen and have a word with the chef.
You're going to get us thrown out.
Please, with this disguise, I'm invisible.
All right, sorry. Cusco disappears into the kitchen. Just then, Izma and Kronk walk in and sit in the booth right behind Pacha.
We've been walking around in circles for who knows how long. That's the last time we take directions from a squirrel. I should have done away with Cusco myself when I had the chance.
Pacha hears this and chokes on his pill bug.
You really got to stop beating yourself up about that.
Izma angrily bends her fork until it's completely bent over and broken.
Uh-oh. I'll get you another one, Izma. Hey, you using that fork there, pal?
No.
Pacha hands Kronk the fork, trying to hide his face in case that he recognizes him.
Hey, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Wrestled you in high school?
Don't remember that.
Metal shop? I got it. Miss Dark's interpretive dance, 2 semesters. I was usually in the back because of my weak ankles. Come on, pal, you gotta help me out here.
I don't think we've ever met, but I've got to go.
Pacha gets up and begins walking away towards the kitchen.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll think of it.
Enter a kitchen. Cusco is talking to the chef.
Look, all I know is that the food looked iffy. I'm not the only one that thinks that, I'm sure.
Hey.
So, I'm just checking to make sure you're going to take the main course up a notch.
Interior dining area.
Is there anything on this menu that isn't swimming in gravy?
Oh, hang on. I'll go ask the chef.
kitchen.
It's a simple question. Is there or is there not anything edible on this menu?
Pacha is trying to get Cuzco out of the kitchen, but just as they get the door, he sees Kronk heading that way. He pushes Cuzco back into the kitchen and into a small room in the back.
Hey, I didn't ask him about dessert yet.
Hey, pal, what's your policy on making special orders?
All right, Buster, that's it. You want a special order, then you make it. I quit.
Yeah, but
I try, but there's no respect for anyone with vision. That's it. There's just nothing I can do about it.
well, please don't go.
I was on mute. The chef leaves and Kronk is left standing alone in the kitchen. The waitress appears in the ordering window and starts shouting orders at him.
3 pork combos, extra bacon on the side, 2 chili cheese samplers, a basket of liver and onion rings, a catch of the day, and a steak cut in the shape of a trout. You got that all, honey?
3 uncles wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and change the bowl to a gill. Got it.
Interior small room in the back kitchen.
What's going on?
No time to explain. We got to get out of here.
Interior dining room.
What is he doing in there?
Interior. Oh, wait. Yeah, interior dining room? No. Interior small room. Pacha has gotten the small window and open and is trying to climb through it.
Come on.
In a minute. I'm still hungry.
No, Cusco.
Interior kitchen. Cuzco walks back past Kronk, whose back is to him, without even giving him a second glance.
Okay, I'll make it simple for you. I'll have a spinach omelet, wheat toast. You got it.
Can do.
Izma walks in the kitchen through an entry door just as Cuzco walks out the exit door.
What's taking so long?
Pick up.
Kronk, what are you doing?
Kinda busy here.
Why am I not surprised?
Your order's up.
From here on out, every time Izma and Kronk speak, they come into the door to the kitchen and go right back out. Like as soon as one of them walks out, the other walks in.
Well, while you're at it, make me the special and hold the gravy.
Yeah, check. Pick up.
You know what? On second thought, make my omelet a meat pie.
Meat pie. Check.
Kronk, can I order the potatoes as a side dish?
I'll charge you full price.
Ugh.
Hey, how about a side of potatoes, my buddy?
Hey, you got it. You want cheese on those potatoes?
Thank you, Kronk. Cheddar will be fine.
Cheddar spuds coming up.
Spuds, yes. Cheese, no.
Hold the cheese.
No, I want the cheese.
Cheese in.
Cheese me no likey.
Cheese out.
Cheese in.
Come on, make up your mind.
Okay. On second thought,
Make my potatoes as
potato
salad.
salad.
Cuzco ducks out before Izma can see him. She rubs her ear to make sure that she's not hearing double before walking back out. She sits down at the booth next to Cuzco, and they are directly facing each other. Every time one of them lowers their menu, the other raises it. Pacha sees this and goes over to the waitress.
Excuse me. Do you see that woman over there?
No problem, hon. We do that all the time.
Izma is starting to lower her menu and glances suspiciously at the ugly woman across from her when she is accosted by a gang of waiters who throw confetti on her and place a hat on her head and a cake in front of her and begin to sing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Happy, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Happy, happy birthday. May all your dreams come true.
Oh, it's your birthday.
Pacha grabs Cuzco while this is going on and drags him outside.
What are you doing?
You're muted.
Look, there's 2 people in there looking for you.
What?
A big guy and a skinny old woman.
Wait, was this woman scared beyond all reason?
Oh, yeah.
That's Izma and Kronk. I'm saved.
Trust me, they're not here to save you.
They'll take me back to the palace. Thanks for your help. You've been great. I can take it from here.
You don't understand. They're trying to kill you.
Kill me? Their whole world revolves around me.
No, I can't let you.
What? Oh, I get it.
What?
You don't want to take me back to the palace. You want to keep me stranded out here forever.
No.
This has all been an act. that, and I almost fell for it.
Will you listen to me?
No. You listen to me. All you care about is your stupid hilltop.
What?
You don't care about me. Now just get out of here. Go.
But
go on. Get out of here.
Fine.
Pacha exits. A minute later, Izma and Croc come walking up. Cuzco pops up from behind some bushes, about to make his presence known when they begin talking.
Oh, this entire mess is your fault.
What did I do?
If you hadn't mixed up those potions, Cusco will be dead now. There will be no more diversions until we track that llama down and kill him.
Look, I said I was sorry. Can't we just let it go? Not even on your birthday.
Cusco must be eliminated. The Empire will finally be rid of that useless slug.
Oh, you've got a point. Nobody really seems to care that he's gone, do they?
A horrified Cuzco hears all of this and then runs off looking for Pacha.
Pacha! Pacha!
Exterior swamp. We now have reached the point of the movie where we came in at the beginning.
So this is where you came in. See? Just like I said, I'm the victim here. I didn't do anything. And they ruined my life and took everything I had. Hey, give it a rest up there, will you? What? I'm just telling them what happened. Who are you kidding, pal? They saw the whole thing. They know what happened. Well, yeah, but just leave me alone.
Exterior jungle. Izma's camp. It's night and Izma is sleeping in a large, luxurious tent while Kronk is in a tent so small it only covers his waist. Suddenly, Kronk jerks awake.
The peasant at the diner. He didn't pay his check.
Kronk falls back asleep but then jerks back up.
He's the peasant I saw leaving the city who disappeared into the crowd with Cusco on the back of his cart. He must have taken him back to his village. We find the village, we find him, and if we find him, we find Cusco. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Izma!
What?
Kronk runs into her tent and Izma sits up. She's got goop all over her face and cucumbers on her eyes, making her look even more terrifying than usual.
Ah!
That better be good. I've got cat butt in my face.
Exterior. I got a cat butt in my face too. Exterior valley. A group of llamas are grazing. Cusco walks up and he's angry. Or he's hungry, so he tries to eat some grass.
Yeesh.
So there we were, standing off on the cliff, and the ground started to rumble. Just as I started to go, he grabbed me before I fell. Do you believe that? You know, call me crazy for following this guy all the way out here, but as much as he tries to deny it, I know there's some good in him. Besides, I couldn't just leave him out here all alone. He's a lousy llama. I mean, a really lousy llama.
The herd of llamas part to reveal Pacha. He smiles at Cusco, who looks at him relieved and apologetic.
Hey, listen, Pacha. You know, what I said to you back at the diner, that I didn't really...
So you tired of being a llama?
Yes.
Exterior Pacha's village.
Okay, so we're just gonna stop by the house and get some supplies.
Then we'll be on our way, right?
Right.
Hey there, Pacha! You just missed your relatives!
My relatives?
We just sent them up to your house.
What did they look like?
You see, there was this big guy and this older woman who was, how would you describe her?
Scary beyond all reason.
That's it.
Fucking A, Travis. Interior Pacha's house. Chica's serving Izma tea.
So remind me again how you were related to Pacha.
Oh, why, I'm his third cousin's brother's wife, stepniece's great aunt, twice removed.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Kronk?
Kronk and Shaka and Tipo are playing jump rope.
The 9 monkeys jumping off the bed.
One fell off and bumped his head.
You know, I am so sorry that you had to come all this way, but as I said to you before, you may recall Pacha is not here. I'll be sure to tell him you came by.
Oh, would you please? That would be just great.
She gestures widely to where Kappa goes flying and hits the floor.
Oops, silly me.
No, allow me.
My cat smells like strawberries. Chicha begins heading down to get the cup, but since she's pregnant, it takes a while. Izma takes the opportunity to slip away and begins to jump rope with Kronk while explaining the plan to him.
He's hiding something. When I give the word, we search the house.
Okay, but I still have 94 monkeys to go.
Ugh.
Growls and runs back and sits down just as Chica stands back up.
So, while we're waiting for Pacha.
Pacha.
Yes. Perhaps we can have a tour of your lovely home.
You know, why don't you just come back when Pacha gets home? I'm sure he'd love to show you the... Excuse me, won't you? I think I left the oven on.
Chicha runs into the kitchen to see Pacha. Izma goes over to Kronk, who is turning two ropes that are now tied to the wall. Both kids can jump at the same time.
This is my variation of double dutch. On the signal, we switch places.
Kronk, it's time.
Okay.
They all switch, and now Kronk is jumping rope with kids, and Izma is turning the rope. Interior kitchen, Pacha is speaking to his wife through the kitchen window.
So we have to get back to the palace, find the lab, and change him back.
Hi there.
Chicha hits him with a frying pan, and he falls over.
Oh, that was him.
Oops.
Interior living room, Izma is going through the closet while Tipo watches.
What? I don't believe you're really my great aunt. You're more like my great.
Interior kitchen.
Go, I'll stall them long enough for you two to get a head start.
Thanks, honey.
You have a lovely wife. They're both very pretty.
Interior living room.
Great.
All right, are you through?
Yeah, great aunt.
So, where were we?
Listen, sister, we're not leaving until...
I show you the house, of course.
Exterior road. Pacha and Cuzco are running down the hill away from the house.
Was it a good idea to leave your family with those two?
Oh, don't worry. They can handle themselves.
Interior living room, Kronk and Izma are locked in the closet. Chicha and the kids are standing outside. Chicha is holding the knob to the closet door.
What do you mean the door is stuck? Try jiggling the handle.
There is no handle in here.
There's not. Are you sure?
All right, I've had enough of this. Tell us where the talking llama is, and we'll burn your house to the ground.
Don't you mean or?
Fine. Tell us where the talking llama is, or we'll burn your house to the ground.
How much is it? That seems like a pretty crucial conjunction.
That's it. Kronk, break the door down.
Break it down? Are you kidding me? This is hand-carved mahogany.
I don't care, you fool. Get out of my way. I'll break it down myself. A 1.
Okay, kids, you know what to do.
2.
Right, Mom.
3.
They open the door and Izma comes running out. She slides on a wet floor and goes flying out the front door and move your tail into a wheelbarrow, which goes right down the hill. Tipo holds up a can of tar and Izma goes flying through it. Further down the hill, Chaka holds up a pillow. Izma hits it and is now covered in feathers. A wheelbarrow hits a rock and Izma goes flying towards a tree where a piñata is hung up for children to hit. She knocks it out of the way and is now the piñata.
Okay, children, on your mark, get set, go!
The kids begin to beat Izma with sticks.
Stop it, you little brats. Ow! Ow! There they go, Kronk! They're getting away!
Well, I had a great time. Let's not wait until the next family reunion to get together.
Kronk!
I gotta go.
A shot of a map showing both pairs racing back to the palace. They are red dots for Cuzco and Pacha, and blue blue triangles for Izma and Kronk. A shot of Izma and Kronk running. They look down to see the red dots, and then they look behind them and see the blue triangles. They look at each other and shrug. They keep running. Pacha and Cuzco have made it over the chasm from before using an arrow and a rope. Shot at a tree, then they cut the rope so that Izma and Kronk can't follow. That's cool though, because apparently there's a flying device in the traveling tent. They put on goggles like pilots to wear, and Kronk hits a button and wings pop out. They get partially over the canyon, then out of nowhere, a bolt of lightning hits the flying machine and they go down. Oh, Pacha and Cuzco continue into the palace. Interior Izma chambers. Cuzco walks in, sopping wet with a crocodile clamped to his back end. He kicks the croc and it runs away.
Okay, why does she even have that lever?
Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Cuzco and Pacha ride the roller coaster into Izma's secret lab, and when they arrive, they're dressed in the same mad scientist garb Izma and Kronk were dressed in before, but it doesn't fit right on them. They shake it off and head to the table of beakers and vials.
What does it look like?
I don't know, just keep looking.
They over to where all the labeled vials are.
Over here. It has to be one of these. Lions, tigers, bears.
Oh my. Looking for this?
Of a vial with the outline of a person on it.
No, it can't be. How did you get back here before us?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me.
From out of nowhere, he pulls down a map that shows the red dot and the blue triangle tracks and them falling into the river after a lightning strike.
I mean, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Oh well, back to business.
Okay, I admit it. Maybe I wasn't as nice as I should have been, but Izma, do you really want to kill me?
Just think of it as you're being let go. Your life's going in a different direction. Your body's part of a permanent outplacement.
Hey, that's kind of like what he said to you when you got fired.
I know. It's like a cruel irony, like my dependence on you.
I can't believe this is happening.
Then I bet you weren't expecting this.
Begins to lift up her dress. Oh god, that's disgusting. And both I'm sorry, Pacha and Cuzco scream. She lifts it up to a higher level to reveal a dagger held in place on her thigh by a garter.
Okay.
To be fair, I've never seen this movie, so I didn't know what was coming. Izma tosses the knife back to Kronk.
Finish them off.
Well, you're not backing out now, are you, big guy? Wait, where's the other guy?
Shoulder Angel shows up and he's having his hair done. He's sitting with a hairdryer like a beauty salon.
Yo. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. What'd I miss? Well, Izma just tossed me this knife and asked me to, take him out, and then this guy popped up, and we waited for you, and quite honestly, I'm just so confused.
Izma turns to look at Pacha and Cuzco, who shrug in confusion. None of them can see the shoulder angels. She turns back to Kronk.
Kronk, why did I think you could do this? It's one simple thing. It's like I'm talking to a monkey.
Whoa, now.
A really big, stupid monkey named Kronk.
Ouch.
And you want to know something else? I never liked your spinach puffs. Never.
Oh, that's it. She's going down. Now, remember, guys. From above, the wicked shall receive their just rewards.
They all look up and see the chandelier hanging right above Izma.
That'll work.
Kronk cuts the rope, and Izma is so skinny that she fits right through the middle of the chandelier.
That's strange. That usually works.
So does this.
She pulls a nearby lever, and a hole opens up in the kitchen floor, in the floor beneath Kronk.
Ah. Should have seen that coming.
Kronk falls through the opening, and as Izma is distracted, Cuzco slams into her, and she drops the vial, which Pacha picks up.
Give me that vial!
Izma jumps on Pacha, and he releases the vial. It tumbles to the floor, but before he can reach it, Izma bumps the shelves filled with the vials, and now there are dozens of them on the floor.
Oops, clumsy me. Which one?
She pulls a hanging rope nearby and alarms begin to sound.
Better hurry. I'm expecting company.
The guards arrive and rush towards Cuzco and Pacha.
Kill them! They murdered the emperor!
No, wait, I'm the emperor. It's me, Cusco. They're not listening to me.
Just take them all.
Pacha gathers up the spilled vials into his poncho and then bumps the case again, spilling the vials all over the guards just as they smash into them. When the smoke clears, we see the guards have been changed into various animals.
Get them!
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Moo! Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else?
No,
No, you're good.
We're good.
Get them!
We've got to change you back. Try this one.
Pacha gave Cuzco a vial. He drinks it and he gets turned into a turtle.
Pacha, a little help?
Come on, come on.
The guards are closing in, and Pacha and Turtle Cuzco slide down a slanted wall as Pacha feeds him another vial.
Oh, please be something with wings.
Cuzco turns into a bird and flies over the interior water tank.
Yeah, we're flying.
The camera pulls out and we see that he has turned into a very small bird. Pacha is hanging precariously from one tiny foot.
Uh-oh.
They land on a bridge above the water reservoir.
We're not getting anywhere with you picking the vials. I'm picking the next one.
Fine by me.
Give me that one.
He drinks another vial and changes into a whale.
Don't you say a word.
The bridge can't take the weight of a whale, Cuzco, and it collapses, sending them both into the water reservoir.
Quick! Drain the canals!
Open up.
He gives Cuzco another vial, and Cuzco is once again a llama.
Yay! I'm a llama again. Wait.
The canals are drained, and both Cuzco and Pacha get sucked down a drain hole.
There they go! After them!
Come on, men. Nobody lives forever. Charge!
The guards charge down the hole after them and are spit out on the other side. Cuzco and Pacha manage to grab onto the exterior ledge and are sitting on the outer part of the palace.
Okay, only 2 left. It's gotta be one of these.
Suddenly, Izma appears and they both fight over the vials. Izma smashes into one of them and a large cloud of smoke appears. Within it, we can see glowing eyes and fangs laughing maniacally at them. When smoke clears, however, Izma is not as threatening as we He's a tiny, fluffy kitten.
I'll take that.
Cuzco grabs the last remaining vial from in front of her.
This is the one. This will change you back to a human.
Izma launches herself at Cuzco and he drops the vial. They struggle as they do. Pacha is thrown off the ledge. He hangs onto a small outcropping, barely able to hold on. The drop beneath him dizzyingly in its height. Cuzco finally smashes kitten Izma against the wall. Pacha yells at him from the ledge below.
Drink the potion.
Okay. Where'd it go? Where is it?
Looking for this? Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh well.
No, don't drop it.
I'm not going to drop it, you fool. I'm going to drink it. And once I turn back into my beautiful self, I'm going to scare you.
Izma goes to open the vial, but she can't get the stopper out since cats have no opposable thumbs. In her struggle with the vial, she ends up slipping over the edge and falling. Meanwhile, Pacha is barely hanging onto the ledge by his fingertips.
Cuzco!
Be right there. Give me a minute.
Cuzco!
Cuzco is trying to get the vial before it too falls over the ledge where Izma just plummeted. Pacha is barely holding on. 3 fingers. 2. 1. He slips and falls, but Cuzco appears and grabs him with both hooves, catching him before he falls. Pacha looks at him, relieved, but just as he sees the vial fall off the ledge above.
The vial.
Next to the front gate, there is a ginormous trampoline set up right outside the palace front door, and the guard is there, arguing with the trampoline installer.
The last time we did not order a giant trampoline.
You know, pal, you could have told me that before I set it up.
Izma hits the trampoline and goes back up, still screaming. Intermittent shots of Izma falling up, and the human potion-filled vial falling down. Back and forth, up until the vial lands right in Izma's paws. She laughs triumphantly as she flies past Pacha and Cuzco, who are now both safely on the ledge where Pacha has been hanging. Izma continues to laugh until she smacks into the protruding exterior roof of the palace, dropping the vial It lands on a ledge slightly above where Cusco and Pacha are.
The vial. You thinking what I'm thinking?
There's now an outcropping just above them. They link arms and begin to climb back to back as they did before when they were in the crumbly crevice overlooking the crocodiles, trying to get to the vial. But Izma gets there first.
I win.
Suddenly, a trick door slams open and smashes her against the wall. The vial goes flying out of her pocket. Pacha catches it before it can fall again.
Whoa. What are the odds of that trapdoor leading me out here?
Cusco and Pacha embrace in celebration, then back away from each other awkwardly.
Here, let me get this for you.
Well, see you on the other side.
Interior of the palace. Cusco is once again human. He's talking to the old guy from the beginning of the movie.
Oh, now you stop being so hard on yourself. All is forgiven.
You're sure?
Oh, it's not the first time I was tossed out of a window, and it won't be the last. What can I say? I'm a rebel.
The old guy punches Cusco in the arm playfully.
Whoa, Tiger, hey, I gotta use that arm later. Okay, buddy, take care. He's a sweet guy.
Cusco wanders back into the throne room where Pacha is waiting, looking at the mini model of his village.
So, you lied to me.
I did?
Yeah. You said when the sun hits this ridge just right, these hills sing. Well, pal, I was dragged all over those hills and I did not hear any singing. So, I'll be building my summer home on a more magical hill. Thank you.
He removes Cuscotopia from the top of the hill and puts Pacha's tiny house back.
Couldn't pull the wool over your eyes, huh?
No. I'm sharp. I'm on it. Looks like you and your family are stuck up that tuneless hilltop forever, pal.
You know, I'm pretty sure I heard some singing on the hill next to us, in case you're interested.
Exterior Pacha's village. The mini version of Cuscotopia has been turned into a bird bath. Cusco is in a hut near Pacha's now, and he kicks open the door with the same style as the beginning of the film. Pacha comes out of his hut in a similar fashion.
Ha! Boom, baby!
Boom, baby!
They both run and slide down a water slide into a pool. Cusco gets out and Chicha hands him a poncho with a llama crocheted on it. He smiles and puts it on. Pacha gets out and hugs them both.
You'd be the coolest dude in the nation or the hippest cat in creation. But if you ain't got friends, then nothing's worth the fuss. A perfect world will come to be when everybody here can see that a perfect world begins and ends. A perfect world begins and ends. A perfect world begins and ends with us.
Exterior Hilltop Junior Chipmunk meeting. Kronk is wearing a Scout's uniform and he is surrounded by a bunch of kids wearing similar uniforms, including Tipo and Chaka. The squirrel from before sits on Kronk's shoulder.
My acorn is missing.
Squeak, 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 squeakity.
Squeakity.
Did you eat the acorn?
Squeaker, squeak, squeak, squeaking.
You owe me a new acorn.
Squeak, 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 squeaker.
A kid nudges Kitty Izma, who's standing beside him, also wearing a Scout uniform. They all hold up acorns.
Weekend.
I'm so proud of you guys.
The end.
Yay!
Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you guys. That was awesome.
That was Chelsea. Thank you.